Okay, let's try this next example problem here. So there was someone threw a ball vertically up like that with a velocity of 10 meters per second from a window located 20 meters above ground. Okay, so the ball was here and it was thrown in that direction. And then obviously because of gravity, it's gonna fall down like that. It's asking us to determine the velocity and elevation of the ball at any time of t. And it's also asking us to find the highest elevation reached by the ball and when that happens. And it also asks us to find the time when the ball hits the ground and the velocity at that point. Okay? For most of the problem sets, the very first thing you want to do is setting your axis. Okay? So this is your number one thing. Here, I'll just set my axis from here, and I'll make this as my positive direction. So this is my axis. And then number two is going to be thinking about the acceleration. Acceleration is going to be minus gravity. And here, I'll just use 9.8 like this. And the important thing is I put a negative sign there because going up is my positive direction, but acceleration is going down. So it's a negative value, okay? And another important thing is it's a constant. So because it's a constant, it's this case, rectilinear motion with constant acceleration. So we can use these sets of equation. All right? And then now we will just try to find these depending on the problem set. So it's asking us to find the velocity and elevation of the ball at any time of t. So I'll have to find the velocity, right? And let me move one line down. So the velocity is v naught plus a constant times t from that equation, right? And what's going to be our v naught? V naught is 10. It's a positive 10, right? Because it was thrown upward, which is along the positive direction we defined. And then it's going to be minus 9.8 t. I can write it down where v naught is positive 10 meters per second. And so this part is done. And we need to find the elevation. So we will call this as y. So, or, well, we can call it as s, just to minimize any confusion from the previous equation. So s is s naught plus v naught t plus 1/2 a constant t squared from the equation on the previous page. What will be s naught in this case? Yes, it's 20, right? Because here we consider it as 0, and initially up there it's going to be 20 meters above. So it's a positive direction, so it's a positive 20. And then plus v naught is, again, it's positive 10 times t, and it's going to be minus 1/2 9.8 t squared. And then the next case, the height, the highest elevation, and its corresponding time. So for part B, we want to find time reaches highest point. What will be the clue to use here? What happens when it reaches the highest point? Yeah? What was that? Velocity 0, yeah. V of t is going to be 0. Very good. So the time we can call this as time max. Max is 0. So we can use this equation where T max 10 minus 9.8 T max is 0. So from here, T max is going to be like 1.02 second. So we're using this as our clue to get the time when it hits the highest point. So we found this time, the highest elevation, can be obtained by just plugging that in over there, isn't it? So S at T max is going to be 20 plus 10 times 1.02 minus 4.9 times 1.02 being squared. And if my math was correct, it will be 25.1 meter. Does that make sense? So all we have to do is use this clue to find the time when it hits the max point, and then use this time to find the displacement at that time. Okay, so we got these. So I got the highest elevation and the corresponding time. And then the last part is find the time and the velocity when it hits the ground. So here, find it's the ground. And what will be the clue to use here? Yes, my S at time G, yep, is 0. So we have this equation here. So S times G is 20 plus 10 TG minus 4.9 T squared, and that has to be 0. And if my math was correct, it will give us two numbers, which is 1 minus 1.24, or it's 3.28. And obviously, this is not going to be the physical answer, right? So it's going to be 3.28 second. And then, so we got that time, right? And I need to find the corresponding velocity. So I can plug this into the velocity equation. Velocity of Tg is, what was that equation? It's here, 10 minus 9.8 t. So 10 minus 9.8 Tg is going to be minus 22.2 meter per second. And this minus 22 kind of makes sense as well. Well, I'm not sure whether this 22 makes sense, but at least it's a minus value, right? Think about the physics. You have a ball going up, and then it is hitting the ground. So when it's hitting the ground, it is going in this direction, which is the opposite direction. Going up is my positive, but it is going down, so it's a negative value, so that it kind of makes sense. Any questions?